I have been getting some comments in the comment section of the games when the Astro teams came into the tournament that people saying they can't be proud of the Astros, don't like this team. But we should realize that concerning the 2022 Astros, that team was kind of removed from the 2017 Astros, famous for the trash can banging and the cheating scandal of stealing signs using video from the scoreboard center field. Dusty Baker was hired to deal with that mess and try to clean up that image. I think that was successful. Most of the key players on the 2022 Astros, with the exception of Altuve and Bregman, were not there in 2017 when that happened. Kyle Tucker wasn't there. Yordan Alvarez wasn't there. I don't think Chas McCormick was there. Verlander had only been with the team for 5 games. Valdez was not there. So the 2022 Astros were kind of a different team. I understand if you don't like the Astros. I personally don't like them either. I used to root for them when I was younger and lived part of the summers with my uncle in Texas. That's the team that we got on TV and team I followed. But not today. I'm not a fan necessarily of the Astros. It is kind of amazing. This 2022 Astros were the last team to get into the tournament, and they're the only team that won 6 straight games, and there have only been a few that won 5 straight games. So they played the best, and that's the one thing about tournaments. I used to have a coach when I was an athletic director in Los Angeles that used to argue with me about scheduling basketball tournaments. He said, if you're in a 16-team tournament, 15 teams going home unhappy. Only one of them goes home happy. I said, I get that, but I do like the extra games that we would not otherwise get to play on the schedule. And after all, players come out for your team to play basketball and play games. So I'll keep scheduling tournaments. Thank you. So I kept scheduling tournaments. They are a short, small sample size. Teams are 1 and out, and it's hard to really do anything in a short series like that. So we end up with the Astros and the 85 Royals. In this series, the Astros are up 2 games to 1. If they win today, they'll have a 2-game lead on the Royals. 85 Royals lost the first 2 games of their series with the Toronto Blue Jays in 1985 in real life. And they lost the first 2 games of the World Series to the Cardinals. But they rallied and won both those series. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Today, it's Game 4, 2022 Astros and the 85 Royals. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics. Let's do the starting lineups. For the 22 Astros, we have Pena, Brantley, Altuve, Alvarez, Tucker, Bregman, Gurriel, McCormick, and Vasquez. McCullers is on the mound. He is a grade A pitcher with X and W modifiers. For Kansas City, it's Wilson, Motley, Brett, Balboni, White, McRae, Ortiz, Sundberg, Concepcion, and Mark Gubizov. A grade CY pitcher is the Royals pitcher today. All right, here we go. Jeremy Pena steps into the box. First pitch of the game, 4-1, is a ground ball to shortstop. Onyx Concepcion is in the lineup today for the Royals, and he throws out Jeremy Pena. Here's Michael Brantley. 3-5 is a 40. Foul ball for strike 1. We're using basic Apba. We do not have the master symbols for the Royals team set. And both teams are fielding column 1. 2-3 is a ground ball to first base. Steve Alboni has it, goes to the bag himself, and records the out unassisted. 2 outs. Here's Jose Altuve. Four-two roll for Altuve is a base on balls. Fast runner at first, Yordan Alvarez is the hitter. Alvarez is 8 for 31 with 2 homers and 4 doubles in the project. 5-5 roll. Line drive single to center field for Yordan Alvarez. Altuve will not stop at second. He goes to third. First and third for the Astros. 2 outs. And with 2 outs, the Royals will keep their infield back. Here's the pitch to Kyle Tucker. Tucker hits a ground ball to Frank White at second, who goes a short way to Concepcion to retire Alvarez. 4-6. Fielder's choice. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Man left. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 with the Royals coming to bat. All right, Lance McCullers did not start a game in 2022 until August 13th, but he was very good from August 13th through the end of the season. Also pitched in the postseason. 4-2 with 2.27 earned run average. He is a grade A, X, and W modifier. Willie Wilson steps into the box. The speedy Royal center fielder rolls a 4-3. Willie Wilson strikes out, caught looking. All right, Darryl Motley. 3-6 roll. Popped up on the infield. Jose Altuve takes charge and makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down for the Royals. Here's George Brett hitting over 400 in the tournament. 14 for 33 with a homer and 6 doubles. Brett rolls one to Altuve, who throws him out. 3 up and 3 down for the Royals. Top of the second inning, no score. Alex Bregman leads off for the Royals. Mark Gubicza pitched a long time in the major leagues, I think 14 years. His last year was with the Angels. And now he's a broadcaster with the Angels, a color commentary for Bally Sports. Between him and Saberhagen, who anchored the Royals rotation for quite a while, Gubicza was an all-star in 88 and 89. I kind of preferred Gubicza because he seemed to hit the corners better. I thought sometimes Saberhagen would get wild within the strike zone with his fastball. Here's the pitch to Alex Bregman. 4-4 is a 8 base hit for Bregman to lead off the second inning for the Astros. Bregman's a fast guy at first base. Here's the pitch to Gurriel. 6-1, 41. Ground ball to Frank White at second base, who flicks to Onyx Concepcion. The throw to first, and Balboni. It's a double play. The runner at second is injured and unable to go the next 3 games. So Bregman is injured, and when the Astros go back out on the field, they're going to have to find another third baseman. So 2 outs, base is clear. Chad McCormick. McCormick swings and misses for strike 3. No runs a hit. No errors. Nobody left. 0-0 bottom of the second. Aledmus Diaz goes in to play third for Bregman. And Steve Alboni steps into the box for the Royals, bottom of the second inning. 6-5 is popped up. Back by the screen. Vasquez is under and makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Frank White. Pop up on the infield. Altuve's under it. 2 outs. Hal McRae's the batter, the DH. McRae draws a walk. McRae is a slow runner, so we'll play it safe with the slow runners until I say otherwise. 2-5. Orta hits a ground ball to first base, picked up by Gurriel, who flips to McCullers covering. That's the end of the Royals' second inning. We go to the third. 0-0. For the Houston third, Christian Vasquez, catcher, leads off. Pop up, high in the air on the left side. George Brett is calling for it and makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Jeremy Pena. Line drive to center field, base hit for Jeremy Pena. He's 1 for 2. And 11 for 41 in the series. Fast runner at first with 1 down, Michael Brantley. Ball 4. All Right, here's Jose Altuve. Altuve is 7 for 34. 43 is a 29. Grounder back to Gubazov, who throws the second. The throw to first, it is a 1-6-3 inning-ending double play. Bottom of the third inning, 0-0. Jim Sundberg leads off for Kansas City. 21 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout for Lance McCullers. Onyx Concepcion. Hit column roll for Concepcion. He barrels one up. 56 will be a double. That's the Royals' first base hit. Here's Willie Wilson. About a 270 hitter, I believe, in 85. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Concepcion holds at second. Wilson's 0 for 2, brings up Darryl Motley, who popped out the second base, first time up. 5-2 is 27. A ground ball to Diaz at third, and that's the end of the inning. No runs on a hit. The Royals waste a double. Top of the fourth, 0-0. All right, Yordan Alvarez singled his first time up. He leads off, swinging the bat from the left side against the right-handed Gubazov. 4-2 is a base on balls. Third walk given up by Mark Gubazov. I jinxed him. I talked about his control a little earlier in this game. Kyle Tucker. Alvarez is a average speed. 3-6 is another walk. Suddenly, Gubazov can't find the strike zone. He's walked 3 of the last 4 Astros. All right, Aledmys Diaz, batting for the first time in this game, steps into the box. No outs. 2 are on. There's a pitch to Aledmys Diaz. 31 is a 22. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Gubazov, who muffs it. E1. And now the bags are loaded, full of Astros with nobody out. Here's Yulesky Gurriel. The base is loaded. Gurriel is 7 for 23. He's had a good series. That's why he's been staying in. Mancini's on the bench. Home run, double, 3 RBIs. He could blow a hole in this game right here. Oh, it won. 21. I thought that could be a 1-1. 21 is a 26. Gurriel rolls into a 4-6-3 double play. Alvarez scores. 1-0 Houston. So runner at third is Kyle Tucker. Bregman's out at second. Gurriel's out at first. 2 outs. Chas McCormick. High pop-up on the infield. Steve Alboni calls for it. Makes the catch. 1 run on no hits and an error. 1 left. Astros 1 and the Royals 0. George Brett leads off for Kansas City. He rolled out to second base his first time up. Stands way away from the plate. There's a pitch to George Brett. 65. Pops up behind home plate. Christian Vasquez loses the mask and makes the catch. And Brett's retired. He is 0 for 2 today. Steve Alboni. Balboni pops it up. Aledmys Diaz, the third baseman, calls for it. Makes the catch. 2 outs. Frank White. Base on balls. White takes first. That's the second walk surrendered by Lance McCullers. Hal McRae. And McRae flies one to left field. Mickey Brantley is there and picks it out of the sky. Royals are done in the fourth. We go to the top of the fifth. 1-0 Houston. Mike Gubazov returns to the mound in the 5th inning. He has surrendered 3 hits and 3 walks. He's got Christian Vasquez, Jeremy Payne, and Michael Brantley in the top of the 5th inning. 4-5 is a base on balls. All right, Vasquez is slow at first base. Play it safe. Jeremy Pena. 26 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That is Gubazaw's first strikeout. One down, Michael Brantley. Former Cleveland Indian. Here's the pitch to Brantley. 4-2 is a base on balls. Gubazaw has really struggled with his control today. It's not burned him heavily, but at some point, Jose Altuve, 2 on with 1 out, both free passes. 54 is a fly ball lifted to right field. George Orta is under it, and he makes the grab. Runners hold, and it's going to be up to Yordan Alvarez to make Gubazaw pay for the walks. Pitch to Alvarez. Hit, column roll, and he will make him pay. 55 is a long drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A 3-run home run by Yordan Alvarez. His 3rd home run in the project. Astros go up 4-0. That's 4 runs by the Astros in the last 2 innings. Kyle Tucker. 1-5 is a base hit. A single to left field for Tucker, and he will steal second on the first pitch to the next batter, Aledmus Diaz. And he is safe at second base with a stolen base. Tucker has 4 steals in this project. Ball 4. The walks have been the story here for Gubazaw today. Yulesky Gurriel. Fly out to center field. That ends the inning. But the Astros, on a 3-run home run by Yordan Alvarez, score 3 on 2 hits. Houston 4 and Kansas City 0. We're halfway through. All right, George Orta leads off for Kansas City. And Orta gets a pop out to third base. That A. Gray turns the 8, which sometimes is a hit, into an out. Here is Jim Sundberg, 51. Ground ball to shortstop. Pena throws out Sundberg. So far, the Royals have just 1 hit in this contest. Here's Onyx Concepcion. Ground out to third. Or X. McCullers has the X. That's a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down for the Royals. Top of the 6th, 4-0 Houston. Okay, Gubazaw comes out to pitch the 6th inning. Royals are not deep in their bullpen. 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher, Jim Sundberg. 1 out. Christian Vasquez popped the third and walked in this game. 36 is a base on balls. All right, that's it for Gubazaw. He goes 5 1/3. Joe Beckwith will be brought in to pitch. He's a grade D XZ modifier. He'll pitch to Jeremy Pena, be grade C for the 1 batter only. Due to same sidedness. 31 is a 9. It's a ground out to third base with Vasquez going to second. 2 outs. Michael Brantley. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Beckwith closes out the Astros in the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. 4-0 Houston. All right, top of Kansas City's order against Lance McCullers. Kansas City needs base runners. They've only had 3 in the game, a double and 2 walks. Here's a pitch to Willie Wilson. 2-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Wilson goes down on strikes. Second time for him to strike out. Here's Darryl Motley. Ground out to third, or X. McCullers has an X. He's a strikeout victim. That is 5 strikeouts for Lance McCullers. George Brett. Brett rolls one to Altuve at second base, who picks it up and throws to first for the third out. Top of the seventh inning, Houston 4 and the Royals nada. Joe Beckwith comes on for his second inning of relief. This will be his fatigue inning, as he is a starred reliever. Altuve leads off for the Astros in the seventh inning. Jose Altuve is 0 for 2 today. 21 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout for Joe Beckwith. He's retired all 3 of his hitters he's had to face. Here's Rodon Alvarez, who has the big blow in this game, a 3-run homer. And there's a drive by Alvarez here. It is out of here. Astros 5, Royals nothing. Home run number 2 for Rodon Alvarez today. He has 4 RBIs. And now 5. Let's see. 4 home runs. He came into the game with 2 homers and 4 doubles, so he's got 4 home runs in the tournament. Kyle Tucker's the batter. Tucker takes a called third strike. Aledmus Diaz. And that's a ground out to shortstop Onyx Concepcion. 1 run on 1 hit. 7th inning stretch time. Houston 5 and Kansas City nothing. Okay, Lance McCullers has been rolling right along. He's retired the last 7 Royals. When he faces his third batter in this inning, he'll be at his fatigue point. Steve Alboni, 2-5, is a 9 against an 8. It's going to be a ground out to shortstop. Frank White pops out to Vasquez, the catcher, 2 outs. Hal McRae swings and misses for strike 3. 10 Royals set down in a row by Lance McCullers. We go to the 8th, 5-0 Houston. All right, Trey Mancini will come in and pitch hit for Yuli Gurriel. No injury or anything to Gurriel, just Mancini has not been playing. Want to get him some action. Here's a pitch to Mancini from Joe Beckwith. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. George Order is under it. Makes the catch. 1 out. Chas McCormick. McCormick strikes out. And Joe Beckwith has been quite effective for the Royals. He has struck out 4 now. Did give up that home run to Alvarez. Here's Christian Vasquez, 35. Ball 1. And that's going to be ball 4. And Vasquez has been extremely patient today. This is his 3rd walk on the day. And that was Gubazov's biggest problem, just inability to throw strikes. Here's Jeremy Pena. Beckwith gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And 2 balls and no 39. Let's see, that's not a 14 there. All right, Vasquez is the result. Runner out stealing. Vasquez would not be stealing second. He's a slow runner. We're playing it safe. So another roll. 4-4 is an 8. A single to center field for Jeremy Pena. Vasquez stops at second. Michael Brantley, 2 outs, 2 on. Ground ball to Beckwith, who throws to Concepcion covering second for the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 8th inning, Houston 5, Kansas City nothing. In the last of the 8th inning, John Mothman will pitch hit for George Orta. And then when the Royals go back on the field for the 9th inning, Lonnie Smith will play right field. Here's the pitch to Duke Wathan, 41. Ground ball to shortstop. Jeremy Pena throws the first and takes care of Wathan. 1 out. Here is Jim Sundberg. Sundberg gets a hit, call, and roll. 36 is a double for Jim Sundberg. And that is only the second hit for the Royals. Both were doubles. Concepcion doubled in the third inning, but was stranded at second. That's the first mark against McCullers' fatigue. Here's Onyx Concepcion. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Runner holds at second. Top of the order to Willie Wilson with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Willie Wilson has struck out 3 times today. No runs on a hit. Top of the 9th, 5-0 Astros. We're going to let Joe Beckwith finish this game. He has 1 mark against... No, he's not. He's tired. He's not going to finish. New pitcher for Kansas City is Bud Black. He is a grade D-YZ pitcher. And a new right fielder for Kansas City is Lonnie Smith. Royals defense goes down to grade C because I lose a point. They're at 41. So I should say they go down to column 2. Here's Jose Altuve, top of the 9th inning. Astros up by 5. Here's a pitch from Buddy Black. 25 is a base hit for Altuve. All right, here's the star of the day, Yordan Alvarez. 3-for-3 with 2 homers, a walk, and a single. Here's the pitch to Yordan. 31 is a 9. That's a base hit for Alvarez, a single to right field. Altuve goes to third, and the Astros have runners on the corners. Alvarez with a banner day, 4-for-4. All right, Kyle Tucker will also play the infield back. High pop-up in short right field near the foul line. It is caught by, it's caught by the second baseman, Frank White. Runners hold. 1 out. Here's Aledmus Diaz. Short fly ball to left field. Darryl Motley hauls it in. Not deep enough to score Altuve from third. 2 outs, and here is Trey Mancini. 21 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Astros get runners to the corners on 2 hits, but they don't score. Bottom of the 9th inning, Houston 5 and Kansas City 0. All right, we're going to have a pitching change here. Rafael Montero will pitch for Houston. In 2022 ALDS, the Astros against the Mariners, McCullers pitched the first 6 innings of an 18-inning shutout, which was won in the 18th with a home run by Jeremy Pena. But McCullers is not going to finish this game, even though it is a shutout. Montero is going to face Darryl Motley, George Brett, and Steve Balboni in the Royal ninth. Royals need base runner, 6'5", popped up. Christian Vasquez is under it, makes the catch. 1 out, 2 to go for Houston to go up 3-1 in this King of the Hill World Series. George Brett, base hit. Take that back. That grade A from Montero will take that hit away and it's a fly out to right field. So for the first time, George Brett has been held hitless in this project. He is 0-for-4 today. Steve Balboni, last call for the Royals. Balboni swings and misses for strike 3. That's it for the ball game. Astros 5 and the Royals nothing. We'll be back with the line score. All right, Houston scored 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Kansas City, no runs on just 2 hits and 1 error. Kansas City has not scored a run in the last 17 innings. Home runs in the game, there were 2, both by Yordan Alvarez, who is the star of the game today. Yordan goes 4-for-4 with 2 singles, 2 homers, base on balls, and 4 RBIs. Astros, with this 5-0 victory, go up 3-1 in the series. They can win it tomorrow, their last day in Kansas City. We're back to the number 1 spot in the pitching rotation. That is Justin Verlander against Brett Saberhagen. One of these guys has not been scored on in the entire tournament. Justin Verlander. Join us for that one. Have a good day and may God bless.